Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And Broncos now for their opening drive. And leading them out there, their 6'5" quarterback.
And I liked what his head coach told us about him this week, that no matter what happens, whether he throws 7 interceptions or 7 touchdown passes, he's the same assertive leader in the huddle on each and every play. He can throw the 7 interceptions, just blame the football, blame anything else, and still carry himself like he is the man.
It's like you, assertive in our production meetings.
Well, especially when we're talking about ordering dinner, ordering
I was just going to say.
That's where I go.
Off the play fake. Holloway. He's got his big tight end, Fant. The 20, 10, and all the way home for a Broncos score. Noah Fant, his second touchdown on the season, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Wow, first play of the game, CD, 75 yards. These people, they haven't even filed in yet from the tailgate lots.
Everyone talks about starting out fast. Everyone talks about getting explosive-type plays. That was absolutely a thunderbolt. And on the defensive side, he spent all week scheming, all week preparing, and it seems like it goes right out the window.
On for the extra point, Giorgio Tavecchio. And he's got it. 7-0 Broncos. One of the shortest drives you'll ever see. One play, 75 yards, 6 points. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Tavecchio. This one fielded at the 5. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. It's Cam Newton.
And the tendency for most of these guys is to want to match things right away because they have a lot of confidence in their talent, too. They just saw a big strike against their team, and you know they're thinking to themselves, I can get this back right now on one play. Well, if it's there, you take it. But otherwise, just go ahead and calm your team down. Run the offense. Get things going and see how things settle in.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. A shotgun snap for Newton. He's got his target. It's the tight end, Tyler Higbee. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
Defense gives up a touchdown the opening drive. For offense, you got to want to get out there and get those points back right now.
And that's a sharp throw there to get this drive off to a good start. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Now a man whose father won 2 rings as a Bronco. It's Christian McCaffrey. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. And the big boys up front in the trenches. What do you think of the O-line, Charles?
I love them because this is a group that's so cohesive. They know what the man next to them is going to do at all times, and they operate as a terrific unit.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now a toss. This is McCaffrey. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
But now they're in a spot that every team tells us when we have our production meetings they don't want to be in, 3rd and long. And that's because those back-to-back running plays just didn't accomplish a whole lot.
Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. Forced out to his left. He can run for it, and he will. Newton able to use those legs and get past the marker to pick up the first.
That's something you have to be aware of as a defense and have to find a way to account for him. And if you're not going to use a spy, you're telling your guys to keep your eyes on him, because when he breaks out and makes plays like that, all he does is hurt you.
Have to at least be able to contain him somewhat. There they could not. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 42-yard line. They'll try the air now with Newton. Open man is Higbee, the tight end. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 6 catches, 83 yards, and a touchdown.
This defense is ranked near the bottom of the league against the pass. You get the sense that he feels like if he gets covered on any call, he's going to be upset. He thinks he should be open on every snap in this game.
And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. A gain there of 21 yards.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
From the red zone now, Newton. Quick slant, caught by Moore. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. Well, he did everything but get him in the end zone there, but now they're set up. Golden opportunity, strong opening drive, and they're knocking on the door.
And the way that they did it, now look where they are on the field. All right, this is naturally set up for a running play, isn't it?
And he's going to go down just outside of the 5, right around the 6-yard line. Adam Gotsis, the Aussie, with a sack. And Charles, part of the reason they lost last week, they didn't have a single sack. Well, they changed that quickly.
But did they ever? And it was something they talked about with us extensively. They needed to get pressure. How are they going to get to the quarterback? Obviously, they scheme off.
They get him behind the line twice in a row.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively, because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. Tyler Higbee. His 2nd touchdown on the season as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. And the QB rating right now, sky high. 4 for 4 on that opening drive, and it ends with a touchdown pass.
Yeah, I don't know quite how to figure it out. I think I need my friends from MIT to come in and help me. But I think 158.3 is the number one.
Yep, that's the
right. That's the highest you can get. That's where he is. He'd like to continue on that pace.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. And last time the formula was pretty simple. 1-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, 1-play drive's exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. The run there on 1st down, going to get him 5 up to the 30. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
2nd and 5. They'll find Lindsey here. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
8 read. Here we go, D. All day, defense.
They'll try and run for it with Lindsey. And he will not get there as they stop him short right around the 34-yard line. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down.
This team doesn't mind running the ball in any situation, and I thought he was going to get the first down to where the play developed, but the defense closed in and stopped him just about a yard short.
Almost outkicked his coverage there. 48-yard punt, but 10 on the return. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. Carolina getting set to take the field. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 13 yards, first down, Panthers. Newton will bring him up 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game. They try and run on first down, but this one going to lose a couple yards as they get him behind the line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature and make sure you don't get hurt.
And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down. So an instance there of Cam being Cam. We know he can use his legs.
And with that big body, it's hard to get him down even if you get a clear shot on him. Plus, he moves it a lot faster than what people think. And boy, does he have fun playing the game of football.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Now a play fake, and it's Newton. Sliding out of the pocket. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And he's got his man. It's Samuel. Touchdown, Carolina. Curtis Samuel, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Panthers have taken the lead. And man, Charles, talk about zinging something in there. Those gloves, they help with one-handed catches, the fun stuff. Any padding for a rocket like that?
One would think so, but I'll guarantee you this. After that throw, his hands will hurt later. Not right now in the moment. He's just feeling good about catching it.
Yeah, a little stinger, but a touchdown. Gano now to add the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And the end result, a Panthers touchdown. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go.
And Denver getting set to take the field. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25. On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. Grady Jarrett with the tackle.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Holloway. This is the tight end Fant. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Second quarter about to begin from Denver. It's the Broncos in possession of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
54's Mike. 54's Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
throwing on first down. Holloway. And Sanders has got it complete. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Emmanuel Sanders, his 6th touchdown of the season, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game.
Everybody likes to see the long ball and turn it into bigger plays. That's a lot of fun to watch as well.
Extra point up and good by Tavecchio. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 20. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
On second down, McCaffrey. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Now whistles here, and it looks like we've got a Panther that's having some difficulty down there getting up. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver. The Panthers on third down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Newton now to throw. And he's got his target. That's more.
Let's go, fellas.
The quick slant, good for 8 and a first.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Newton will bring him up 1st and 10, and he's completed all 7 of his passes thus far. Complete out to Samuel on the quick throw. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or 2 miss, but that window closed quickly. Looking to throw on second down. Newton, he'll run it. And shoving his way inside the 35. Turns out to be a great idea to tuck that one. Good for 24 yards.
Now, those are the ones that hurt defensively. You do everything right. Excellent pressure, good coverage downfield, and then he slips out the back door and turns it into a nice gain.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 34. Out of the gun, Newton. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Mills. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Here we go.
The drive will commence with a run by Lindsey. And brought down, but not before reaching the 25. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos first down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
On first down, right back to Lindsey. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Back to throw. Holloway, and it's incomplete. He released that awkwardly. It almost looked like a pitcher who gripped his fastball a little too hard and let it go late, and it bounced in front of the plate.
Yeah, one of those fastballs that ends up at 57 feet, not 60 feet, 6 inches. Just a little short with the arm, which is unusual because we saw him in warm-ups. He's got a big, strong arm, and he delivers it with confidence.
And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on third down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Off play action. Holloway. A pass for Sutton is intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it, and his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Newton now to throw. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 27 yards there, a first down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. On the stop that time, it was Josie Jewell.
They just keep trying, but so far, finding no room for him to run.
None whatsoever. In fact, you run the numbers. He's under 3 yards a carry at the moment. From the 39, Newton steps away. And he's going to keep it here. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a first down. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced the ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now it's Newton. Flush to his right. And Thomas has it. Now a flag comes in from the umpire after a gain of about 4. And this looks like it's going to be holding. So that one a hold, right guard.
And you understand why offensive and defensive linemen probably go to martial arts schools and work on their hands so often, because that can be the make or break difference on a play. This time he had to grab a jersey in order to make the play happen. Got caught for the penalty.
And he'll get inside the 40 to maybe the 38-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It'll be second down.
Well, they had that one sniffed down. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
Coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. Throwing on 2nd and long. Newton, and they get to Newton and take him down for the sack. Newton's Super Bowl nemesis, Von Miller. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. So now Cam leads the Panthers up following the sack. Carolina facing 3rd and long, eluding the pressure right. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. A heck of a play there on 3rd down, but amazingly, they're still short for 4th.
Boy, they had a lot of real estate to make up there, but what a big-time play for them. Nice completion, excellent gain. Now they're in 4th and manageable.
Just a little short, though, with that marker. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through, and they take a 17-14 lead. So chalk that down as an 8-play drive capped with a field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
This is fielded at the goal line. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Here he is, the man taking the snaps under center, heading out for the next possession. And he comes out on the heels of an interception he threw last time they had the ball.
Yeah, and you know, the quarterbacks that I know that are the best ones, the ones that really know how to lead their team, they tell them, that's on me. That's my bad. But let's go back out there and move ahead again, guys. We can get this done.
One good thing for him, it did only lead to 3 points and not a touchdown after that turnover.
Big thanks to the D.
Minute to go before halftime.
Hey, here we go. Watch the pass.
2nd and 6. Got a man. That's complete to Hamilton. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half.
I got you. I got you.
From the gun on 3rd down. Holloway. He's got his tight end Fant. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 44-yard line. Looking to throw. Holloway.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot. And this score will... All right, hang on. We'll jump over halftime. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So here are the Panthers set to take over. They were winners a week ago over the Bucs. They lead here as well as they come up on 1st down. So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. From the gun, here's Newton. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver Moore. And he's taken down but able to slip across the... 35.
A gain of 13 yards. First down.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Operating from the gun, Newton. Buying time to his left. And now he's going to use his legs. The escapability in evidence there as that one good for 15 and a first.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. From the gun, Newton being chased out left. He's going to take off with it. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Newton steps away to his left. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. When in doubt, do it yourself as he keeps it for 3 and a 1st down.
Check, 47. Hey, watch the screen,
Newton going to hand it off to McCaffrey. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook. Go play action. Toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down. Keep the sticks moving.
They go play action here on 1st down. Flushed out right. Now he'll pull it down. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
And that was not a bad scramble there on 1st down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Newton. And he's got his man. It's Samuel. Touchdown, Carolina. Curtis Samuel. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. A good, sustained drive there in this 3rd quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
Extra point try good by Gano. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And Carolina scores to cap it off. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. So now a look at the Broncos as they head back out there for their first possession of the 2nd half. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the 2nd half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Ready? 60-yard.
To throw on 2nd down. Holloway. And that's off the mark. Incomplete. The all-pro linebacker Luke Kuechly right there on the coverage, stride for stride. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Operating from the gun. Holloway. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. Brian Burns coming in to drop him for a loss of 8. And it also brings up 4th. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You make some adjustments.
And he'll be corralled right around the 34. 11 yards and a Panther first down.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Back to the ground on first. It's McCaffrey. A gain of 10 as they look to add on to this 10-point lead.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, he always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Panther first down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 45-yard line. Newton's pass is on target to Moore, and he's going to get this inside the 30. It's a Panthers first down, 17 yards on the play.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air, and sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect, and only able to muster a couple down to about the 27.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Cam fakes the give and keeps it. Open man is Samuel, complete. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 13-yard line.
13 yards. First down, Carolina.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Ready? 47. Check, 47. I got you.
Here's McCaffrey. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. As we get late in this one, is altitude a factor for a visiting team in Denver? Is that something that's overplayed?
No, it's real, and I know a lot of the visiting teams like to downplay it because they don't want to get into the heads of their players. But you can't avoid it. As soon as you get to the locker room, you get to the stadium, they always post it in there. Welcome to Denver. Altitude 5,280 feet. The air is rare.
To throw on third down. Newton complete to right. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry, ball gets tipped in the air. Because if that happens, then it's fair game for the defense.
A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. A shotgun snap for Newton. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. 4 touchdown passes now for Cam Newton. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself, No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Gano for the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. A 10-play drive that time. And the end result, a Panthers touchdown. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And coming out now, the Broncos. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. 2nd and 4. And he's going to have the hook up to Sutton. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A Bronco first down there, 12 yards on the play. This quarterback now 12 of 16 thus far. It's 1st and 10. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. Philip Lindsay, the intended target, and now it's 3rd down.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off by Trey Boston. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. From just shy of midfield, Newton, and that's incomplete.
I know you're thinking it, but I'll just go ahead and say it. To give you an idea of how sharp he's been in this game, just his 2nd incompletion, and we're in the 4th quarter.
He has been locked in, laser-focused all throughout this one, hasn't he?
Certainly has, and he's gotten some help from his receivers as well. They also are locked in.
Yeah, the drops have been at a bare minimum. The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th. Now a run with McCaffrey. And an alley to run. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. 13 yards, first down, Panthers.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
The Panthers on 3rd down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. They've got a third down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. Escaping the pressure right. He may try and run for this. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a first down.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and pick up a first down.
A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down fourth quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys are just saying, let's just keep running it out, and we've got them now.
They'll run with Scarlett. And he is in. Touchdown, Carolina. Jordan Scarlett, his second touchdown on the season. And the Panthers, they widen their lead.
Is it okay if I break one of our rules, partner, which is to never call a game over until it's over? Because this certainly feels like it's over after that drive.
Yeah, that was spirit-crushing, wasn't it? And now you just kind of felt the air go out of the balloon.
Yeah, they were fighting so hard to stay in there, and they knew they had to stop them on that drive. But when they were unable to, I think you're exactly right. You could see them sag on their sideline, and I think this one might just be over.
Let's go, folks.
Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it. And they've got to go back and check where the errors are. Have to give up that many points. Even if you win a game, that can hurt you.
So for the Panthers, they move back over 500 at 3-2 now on the year. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Broncos, the loss here will move them back to 500 at 3-3. And now they'll head to the bye week as they'll be back in action in Week 8. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.